India has deployed recently acquired U.S.-made weaponry along its border with China, part of a new offensive force to bolster its capabilities as the countries remain deadlocked over disputed territory in the Himalayas. The buildup in India's northeast is centered on the Tong Plateau adjoining Bhutan and Tibet, a piece of land claimed by China but controlled by India. It holds historical, political, and military significance. In 1959, the Dalai Lama fled to India across nearby mountain passes to escape a Chinese military operation. 3 years later, both sides fought a war in the area. Now U.S.-manufactured Chinook helicopters, ultralight towed howitzers and rifles, as well as domestically made supersonic cruise missiles and a new-age surveillance system will back Indian troops in areas bordering eastern Tibet. The weapons have all been acquired in the past few years as defense ties between the U.S. and India have strengthened due to rising concerns about Chinese assertiveness. Indian military personnel escorted a group of reporters through the region last week to highlight the country's new offensive capabilities. Eastern Army Commander Lieutenant General Manoj Panda said that boots, armor, artillery and air support were being combined to make the force agile, lean and mean so that we can employ faster. The Mountain Strike Corps is fully operationalized, he said. All units including combat and combat support units are fully raised and equipped. India has moved to bolster its defenses along the border with China after the worst fighting in decades last year led to the deaths of at least 20 Indian Army personnel and 4 Chinese soldiers. While the two sides have engaged in talks to disengage, they have yet to agree on pulling back from a key flashpoint in another border area near the disputed area of Kashmir. India's deployments show a frustration with the lack of progress on talks with China, said Rajeswari Pillai Rajagopalan, director of the Center for Security, Strategy and Technology at the Observer Research Foundation in New Delhi. That we are looking at a second winter engaged at the border explains why India needs to work on building its capabilities and infrastructure at the border and source more equipment from partners like the US, she said. Adding to the friction is a new Chinese boundary law that Beijing said was a unified standard for strengthening border management. India warned that the new law, passed last week, could affect ongoing border tensions, which China's Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin said was undue speculation. The bulk of India's fresh forces have gone to the east, where a formation of at least 30,000 troops have been deployed over the past year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government has been concerned about a repeat of a bitter 1962 battle in the Himalayas, when the People's Liberation Army took Tong as the underprepared and poorly led Indian Army withdrew. Unused bunkers and war memorials still dot the lone road that connects Tong to the plains below. India now wants to use the area to punch China if necessary, according to a senior military commander familiar with the situation. The area is crucial to India's defenses, as the borders stretching east to Myanmar are poorly held and the narrow corridor passing by Bhutan, Nepal and Bangladesh, which holds gas pipelines and railroads connecting central India to the northeast, is of critical concern, the commander said. The Indian Army's offensive option along the Tong Plateau, which is in the middle of those areas, would allow India to counter China as it steps up military activity in the area. General Panda said there was a marginal increase in Chinese patrols in the eastern sector along the line of actual control, a disputed but de facto boundary between the two countries that runs along the Himalayas.